Hey guys, welcome back to the Hit Me Love Me podcast. You got some exciting things to announce. Well, I have a goal I want you guys to help us achieve. I wanted us to reach 100 subscribers by January 1st, or by the end of the year.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
5 weeks.
4 weeks?
4 or 5 weeks. I don't remember how
5
many.
weeks, bro.
It's like 4.5, I think. But yeah.
I mean, either way, try to help us get it by the end of the year, and 200
Make spam
subscribers.
accounts.
Right now we have 84. I'm looking at least right now. It'll probably be 85
Hopefully.
by the time this thing comes out. But either way, and then we had a video that reached 2,000 views, 2,300, huh?
Yeah. 2,300.
2,300.
Yeah.
2,300 views, which is very awesome to us. Either way, riddle of the day. What do you call an elf wearing earmuffs? If you didn't hear that, what do you call an elf wearing earmuffs?
And follow our Twitter. We're going to start posting these on there. So, or X, I guess it's called now.
Yeah, Twitter is Hey Me Love Me Pod.
Yeah.
We'll put it down in the
In
description.
the description.
And follow us everywhere else that we have on our social medias. Either way, let's hit the intro. Hey guys, so I want to mention to y'all that I had food poisoning a couple weeks ago, and I'll get more into it and maybe some other time, but like I want to focus on what we were planning for today, and I want to mention that during my food poisoning, when I was laying down in bed, contemplating on life, if I'm gonna live after this, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch Planet of the Apes. And our topic for today is talking about reboots and remakes and how they're taking over the world and everything. So, while watching Planet of the Apes, I was like, dude, this is probably one of the best reboots that I've seen or that's out there. Because I mean, it's a good reboot at least that it extended into a whole franchise.
Had
a
more
new
than one
franchise.
movie.
Yeah. So. Yeah, bro. I mean, I thought that was pretty cool to think about during my food poisoning. Yeah. I don't get why you guys are laughing about my food poisoning.
I think I remembered you. What was it? You texted me. I texted him. I texted him right when I got home. I think we went to AM/PM, and I got some gas. And we went in there. Hannah's like, man, it smells nasty in here.
Bro, it does, bro.
He got this like caramel macchiato drink, I think, or like a mocha ice drink. And then he was just drinking it. He
So
was
you
like,
were
bro,
warned.
it smacked.
You
bro.
had a warning beforehand.
he was just drinking it.
Smells
Well,
funny.
the thing is, I heard that I might have gotten sick from another food place. Because I didn't know if it was McDonald's either. Because me and my mom ate McDonald's. And then she also got sick.
E. coli, bro.
Jesus.
It's
I don't
that
know
E.
if that's-
coli.
I don't know if that's something
It's the
that
E.
you can
coli
survive
that's going
though.
around, bro.
But
Yeah.
I get home and then like I get like a text like a freaking like 1 a.m. or something like that.
I think it was like 12, bro.
And he's like 12 a.m. and he's like, hey bro, that drink is not feeling good right now.
that was all I hear from me.
That's crazy.
But then I texted him like way afterwards because I woke up like on later on than that. And then he texts me back. He's like, hey, yeah, I know, bro. I just threw it all up right now. Like, that sucks. My bad, dude.
I'll talk more about it another time, bro. It's like I can't get too into it.
Your discretion.
Because that's not our topic today, bro. Look, today we're supposed to be discussing why are reboots and sequels dominating pop culture, right? We got some examples on this thing we have, this paper, and that is examples of recent reboots is The Little Mermaid, Bel Air, and Sex and the City. So, and then there's more obviously, but you see these three.
Haven't watched either of those.
Not me either. I haven't watched either of those. Well, The Little Mermaid, I did get a little snippet of, and Bel Air too. Sex and the City, I didn't see the original, and
Sex and the City.
But did you
reboot,
watch
though?
the reboot? Yeah, they did.
I never watched.
They
it.
did have a reboot.
I never watched
No,
Reboot.
okay.
It's like
yeah,
a
no,
full-on
I didn't
reboot with new
either.
characters.
No, they yes, but they do have
Isn't it just-
instances where
oh,
the old characters come out. Yeah, like they'll have like little like cameos, I guess would be the thing.
Oh.
But
But are
they're
they
playing
different
their
characters?
no, they're playing their own character.
Okay.
So they'll come out, but it's not like they're talking about like so and so. It's kind of like How I Met Your Mother or How I
Gotcha.
Met Your Father, that they kind of
Yeah.
hint like when they get the apartment, they hint at the two, I forget their name right now, at Lily and what's his name
Um,
that they
what is his
own
name,
that they
dude?
own
Mitchell? Is it Mitchell?
no no
Mm,
no it's
Is
not
that Mitchell?
no it's not
Bro, I think it's Mitchell.
but
I think it's Mitchell.
but
Oh,
it's
Mitchell.
when they come into the apartment, they're like, yeah, this old couple used to live here, and they were being
They live in the
nostalgic.
same apartment?
Yeah, they do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so like that. So
Didn't that
I
show
think that's
get
how it
canceled?
is for 60
Yeah,
according to
they
what I
get
heard.
canceled.
It did get canceled because it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Bro, what's your face is in it?
Who was in it? Lizzie McGuire.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lizzie McGuire.
It was Mitchell.
No, it wasn't Liar.
It was Marshall.
Marshall.
You're really close though.
I was
Um,
close. I was
You're really
close.
close. Damn.
But yeah,
So yeah,
and
so
then Little Mermaid, I heard it was alright. Cause I mean, there was some stuff behind it that a lot of people didn't like.
yeah, but I feel like that doesn't have to do with the story itself. Though.
I think
no,
it just
but
has to do
I
with,
think
like-
that's also what didn't help it either.
Yeah,
To like gain money
Mhm.
because a lot of people didn't
Yeah.
like that they changed some stuff.
and then Bel Air, I feel like was a hit and miss with people. It depended
I
what
think-
crowd you were
It
talking
was a
to.
weird. That's a
I
weird
didn't,
reboot,
I didn't like
man.
it. It was a weird
It
reboot.
is a weird reboot.
It definitely, that one seemed like kind of like a almost money grab type of thing.
Oh, and then also too, I think around that time, that's when Will Smith
Yup.
hit Chris
Yup.
Brown.
When it came out,
When it
Not
came
Chris
out, I
Brown.
think.
I don't think
Not
so.
Chris
bro.
Brown.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
So yeah, so that definitely didn't help it at all. But yeah, no.
'Cause isn't it just a drama version of Bel Air?
Yeah.
Yes, that's literally
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's so dramatic.
Because I seen the
Very,
scene that I seen the
very
most. The scene that I see the most is when he's at a dunk,
Uh huh.
or I don't remember. He's about a dunk, right? And then, but it's not even him. It's just different frames. Like,
Oh, what the heck?
yeah, it's just
They just piece them together.
yeah. 'Cause I think he's doing it slow mo
Oh, stop.
or something like
Bro,
that.
I don't
remember.
remember. I don't even remember that.
I don't know if it's in slow mo.
I wonder
might
if
be
that's in the
lying
new
about
season
that,
then.
but
'Cause I
he,
don't-
he is
Still going?
dunking. He is
It's
dunking.
2 seasons, I think, as of right now.
Only?
Yeah.
It might get
I
canceled.
Because it had one, and then the whole thing with what's his name happened, so they stopped filming, and then they released it again. They came back with it. So,
I don't know.
but
Bro.
yeah,
I see no purpose to that one.
Bro,
It's
did
just
you-
weird to like make it into an like full on dramatic show.
Yeah.
I get it though. They're doing something different with
Yeah.
it, but like it just when you go from like comedy to dramatic.
but I wouldn't even say that because the old one had some type of like feel to it still.
It did, but still, it
Yeah.
still was funny though.
Yeah, it still had some comedy.
Like,
This
it
one
still
seemed like it
slapped.
had, like they tried to make funny stuff of it, but it didn't really.
There's more
hit.
drama than
Yeah,
it is comedy.
but yeah, no. I mean, I think this is what Angel was gonna say, but did you know that 80% of the top growing films this year were reboots or sequels? I mean, remakes or sequels of the year. That's kind of crazy to think about, because if you ask me, I think that's like no originality. You're trying to build off a franchise that was already there. You're not creating anything new, which is kind of crazy.
Well-
within itself.
You're right,
Yeah.
but I do feel there is sometimes they come out with something like say it's a existing property already. It could still be original though.
I get what you're saying.
Because like Nosferatu's coming out, and that's gonna be its whole new thing.
Is it pronounced Nosferatu?
Nosferatu, yeah, Nosferatu.
'Cause I've heard different people pronounce it differently.
Nosferatu?
Nosferatu. Because me and Pancho were talking about it, like, bro, how's it pronounced? Because I kept saying we're playing that movie game that we bought.
Oh, Blockbuster?
Blockbuster. We're playing Blockbuster, and I kept saying Nosferatu, but I don't even know if I was saying it right myself.
Well, I don't
but
think it's in
he
English.
He knew the
I
movie.
don't think it's in English. I think it's Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
roll off
assume
the
it's
tongue
part-
better.
Is the first one in English?
No, but it's a silent film. So it's
Oh,
not
it's a
really-
silent film.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch it then. I like
Yeah,
silent films.
it's really cool. It's really cool silent film.
Wow.
Silent films are underrated.
You watch clips of it. They show a bunch of clips of it in SpongeBob.
Really?
You ever know that bald dude?
Yeah, the vampire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's Nosferatu.
Really?
That's Nosferatu. They could use that because that movie came out so long ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
funny.
It's in the public domain, I think.
Oh wow.
But yeah, no, yeah. So it's
That's
really
That's
really
a cool fun fact.
It is a cool fun fact. But So there's only three. So there's only three movies of those. There is the original silent film.
The third one is coming out. No?
Yeah, the third one's coming. The first one is Nosferatu, right? And the second one is basically Willem Dafoe comes out on that one, and he comes out on the new one too, which is pretty cool. But in that one it's basically like the actor playing those, like the whole shtick of that movie is that it's like they get a real vampire to play Nosferatu. So it's not like a really like a dramatic film. It's like there's also like comedic bits. I feel like I'm pretty sure as well.
Well, I heard it's a pretty good horror film.
Yeah. So the new one or
the new one.
Yeah,
my fault.
And then the new one obviously is coming out. So, but that one's like like straight up like they made the silent film into something new.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really. I feel like a reboot is only a reboot if you're trying to spawn a franchise out of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a reboot. I feel like that's a remake.
So then, would you say that the franchise of like originality, how does that play into it? Like in your eyes?
Yeah, because
I feel like I feel like you have these stories already. You have these stories that they have like all these I'm gonna say mythos.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good word to use.
That is a good word to use.
But they have all this like mythos behind it, right? They have all this like background. So like if you take like for example, Prey. Everybody knows who predators are.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that they've been like if you look back on like on their whole history and stuff like that, like they've been around Earth a lot, right? Somebody came out with probably one of the most original Predator movies, and with Prey, and very simple, very grounded movie, but like it's based off of an existing property already, but like it feels so different from everything else that came before it.
Yeah.
And that I would say is a pretty original movie, even despite it being based on an existing property, anyways. Even the Predator looks different, right? The Predator looks really cool. They do use a lot of stuff from the original Predators movies, but like it's more like a homage to those things rather than being like a direct like oh we're gonna use this just because they use it, you know. But no, that one I think is a really cool one. And what other one?
Reboots that have good background. Well, from what I'm looking at on my screen is Spider-Man. Obviously,
Spider-Man. Yeah, no, I feel like Spider-Man and Batman. There's three superheroes. I think they get rebooted a lot. The Superman, Batman, and Superman. Wait, sorry, Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And it's like always like I think they're like a constant thing. Like you know how James Bond always gets rebooted.
Yeah.
Those three superheroes are always gonna get rebooted only because they're gonna make money. And the only issue with that is like. It's gonna get confusing because like there's gonna be the Robert Pattinson Batman, and then there's gonna be like the DC Universe Batman, which is the James Gunn Batman.
Yeah.
And then the Superman though is the only thing that's gonna. But the only thing with that is like they're coming out with that reboot.
Yeah.
He has like, I guess James Gunn has casted all these characters, like a bunch of these characters already, right? Like he casted Green Lantern and everything.
Yeah.
But it's all riding on how Superman does.
That's crazy.
There's also the Creature Commandos television show that's out right now. But like since it's animated, they could kind of be like, it's not really canon. Yeah, you know, if it doesn't work out. But for the Superman movie though, if that is not good, then I think the whole universe might like.
He's just done, bro.
Yeah, I really do think so.
That's kind of crazy.
It's kind of riding on the Superman movie.
Yeah, because there's nothing else coming out for DC.
No,
the only last thing that they're keeping in the universe is Blue Beetle, I think.
No, I just told you right now, Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an
but
animated
that's an
thing.
animated series.
But it is canon.
But normally, do you see the animated series play into?
That's why it's canon.
I was talking about live action. Sorry.
No, that one is canon to the whole universe.
Yeah.
Though.
So that's what he's saying, that the animated version is going to play into the movies or the TV shows that come.
Oh, if Superman.
If Superman.
Basically, everything that comes out under James Gunn. There's like a specific like banner they think they're going to use, but like everything that comes out under him, that's all canon to his universe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hope it's a good movie. I don't think I like that they're bringing so many superheroes into the movie. I can't. Because it doesn't feel like a standalone Superman film.
Yeah.
But
like I don't think we need that no more though.
A standalone Superman.
No,
film?
I think
Because-
there's been great.
Yeah,
standalone
because I feel
Superman
like
films.
the standalones are to try to set a superhero, like his story.
Yeah.
Right, like
Yeah,
for
'cause
example,
that-
like when we first seen Iron Man, when we first seen Captain
Mhm,
America,
you're right.
you had those films to set like a predecessor of like who they are, where they come from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't need that anymore. Everyone knows who Superman is,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of
And that's why.
and plus it's also to set a universe. So I mean,
Yes.
it makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why in the new Superman movie they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna show his background or anything like
Uh-huh.
that. Like I don't think they're gonna show like his father. I'm forgetting his father's name, but like not his actual father. The like where he comes from Krypton.
yeah,
and
yeah.
like
When
that.
he
I don't think
lands,
they're gonna
yeah,
show.
yeah.
You're talking
They're gonna
about
show his whole backstory because they don't.
adopted?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because they don't need to because they already established. Everybody knows Superman. Everybody knows where Superman comes from. You know, like the new Spider-Man movies, they never showed how like Uncle Ben
yeah,
died
yeah,
or anything like that.
yeah.
It's gonna be like that almost because like everybody knows his whole backstory. Like it's basically a meme at this point, right? At
Yeah.
least Spider-Man's.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's-
I know, with Superman's gonna be like that. Like he's already an established superhero in the universe, and like he's already like interacting with different superheroes within that universe. But like stuff that I've seen from like the set and stuff like that doesn't make me really excited.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Especially the AI image of Superman.
Oh yeah, for the what was it? The
I don't know
movie
if it's
poster.
AI, but
No, it's
Well,
not AI.
didn't they say
It's a real
it was?
poster. No, it's a real poster.
Oh,
But it just looks-
What-
You're talking about the one with him sitting down and there's like sorry.
no,
putting
no,
his
the one
boot
him
on.
flying. No,
No, the
It's
one
him
putting his
flying.
No,
boots
I'm
on.
talking about the one he's putting his boot
Oh.
on. And then, the
That's a
villain-
real
The
poster.
villain's gonna be
Brainiac, I
Brainiac,
think.
right?
I think so.
That's at least that's from what I heard.
That's what I think.
That's,
I don't know.
That's crazy though. Isn't like Brainiac one of the strongest?
Not strong. I don't want to say strong. Maybe smartest. He's definitely the smartest. He
Oh.
fights. Well, I guess he is one of the strongest because he fights the whole
'Cause
Justice
he,
League.
He like takes over like some of the superheroes. Doesn't
But I
he?
mean, that's a good way to
not the
set.
same
That's a
thing.
good way to set the
You're talking about
universe.
Starro. Starro, you know Starro, the star, this like the star
Yeah.
alien.
Face.
That one takes over people.
Oh,
But no, not Brainiac. I don't remember Brainiac anyways doing that, but I could be wrong.
I just remember in the video game he does it.
A video game.
Injustice.
no.
Oh shoot, that's right. Are you sure it's him? He does it. He
he's-
takes over
Brainiac,
people.
Brainiac is the. I think he takes over people.
Maybe. I'm not
I
honestly
feel like he does.
not too sure. Dad would probably know. Gotta ask Dad. But
But yeah, it's not about films with a lot of other films.
But I think they mess up a lot too sometimes. Cause like so Crow came out.
Yeah.
Crow
I'm
came
looking
out.
at that right now.
Crow came out, and that one was like horrible. That one like has such a bad history with like
Cause they try to reboot it so many times.
No, this is the first time
What?
ever trying.
Is
Oh,
it
they tried.
Crow?
You're right.
There's
It
another
has
one.
one already. No.
No. So the original movie came out right with Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, and obviously he died, so they didn't continue with him. But like that's like the best one. It's a really cool one, right? Really iconic. But then they made sequels of that one, and they're not good sequels. And then they stopped somewhere. They have like 6 of those, I think. There's a lot of them, surprisingly. And then they stopped somewhere, and then they tried rebooting it for a while already. Probably as long as Black Adam when they tried to make that movie. And I remember at first Jason Momoa was attached to play him, but I think he's
Jason Momoa to
Jason
play
Momoa.
the Crow.
the Crow, yeah, but he was younger then.
Oh, okay.
And now they didn't get him after all because he got older, right? When they started doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then this came out, and I'm so surprised that they made this because like it isn't like from what I've seen and read and stuff like that. It's not what the Crow is
Yeah.
or should be. They tried doing something new. I probably have to watch it, but like it's like I have to like take my time to watch take my time out of my day to watch something
Yeah.
that may not be good. It just like doesn't give me really a lot of motivation to watch it. But it just like seeing stuff and everything. He's like he doesn't even look like Crow, right? Like I think
Yeah.
all he gets is the black paint, not even the white face paint. So that's interesting.
So okay, talking about good or bad, right?
Yeah.
What would you say then for the good reboots are? So the good, the bad, right? So we'll start off. How about we start off with the good? Because that's always sometimes the easier ones to talk about because you kind of love it. So what would you say is the good for you, like in a reboot? So
The best movie to be a reboot.
yeah, maybe. How about we go best movie and best TV show?
Best TV show.
Yeah, in your eyes, obviously everyone's may have a different type of idea for the reboot, and it doesn't have to be the full series because I do understand that there is sometimes reboots for TV shows that happen, and it's like the first or second season's the best, and then all of a sudden it kind of went downhill. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So best, we're doing both both reboot and remake, or just reboot right now?
Let's go reboot real quick.
Okay. So reboot, I think I'll have to say it's probably. It doesn't have to be a franchise, right?
No, it doesn't have to be a franchise.
So I think it'd probably be Blade Runner 2049.
Okay.
It's probably the one, or at least probably one of the best reboots I've seen. But best TV show, I don't know, cause I don't really watch TV shows like that. Cause TV shows you have to like binge watch them.
Yeah, you do.
And
A rebooted TV show.
Yeah.
let me look that up for myself, cause I don't think I know many. What about you?
There's so many. I think I have to think about.
Let's let Emilio answer.
So movie wise, I feel like the reboot as of right now has to be the Spider-Man like saga with what they're doing. I feel like that movie wise, and I think a lot of people can agree with that with what they did. I think especially with what they did this last one, where they played tribute to the two other Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Which now it sounds like Andrew Garfield's gonna get his little spin-off again from it because of how good that was. Don't know how true that is, but that would be awesome if it is.
Yeah.
TV show, that was one that I did have to think about. It was a little harder, but I think right now, and I would have to probably say Cobra Kai, but and we were talking about this in the car earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be before Miguel, right? Miguel went paralyzed. Like those were really good, and it played like a lot of tribute to what it was for oh my goodness, for the two dojos that were always fighting and going against each other. I feel like it played. And, I haven't watched the new season at all. I think I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. But yeah, those are probably the two I would have to say.
You're talking about right before he gets paralyzed, right?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, like I feel like that's where it was kind of like intriguing, kept you in, and then it kind of felt like more filler.
It had its cheesy moments. Though,
yes, it did. But I feel like that's what makes a reboot kind of a reboot, like where it plays its stuff. But that's what I would have to say.
Bro, I forget that Scream has a TV show.
Does it really? Oh, it Scream, does. Remember? Yeah, but it wasn't that good.
No. Who was it? Oh no, I don't want to spoil it for
Yeah.
Well, who was it? It's a very, very generic question for that show.
Yeah, because it was
it's a lot of them.
It is.
Yeah. It's like that one plays the TV show feels like it pays tribute to the what is it called? How do you say it when they make a TV show or a movie? Because makes fun of it.
That got really convoluted. Yeah, because you know how like there's always like 2 killers for Scream, right? There's always 2. For that one. It's more than 2.
Yeah,
just say
it's kind of crazy.
It's
Sabrina. I forgot about that one.
Oh, you know what, Sabrina the Teenage Witch does have a reboot. And that one's really good.
So what would you say? Really what's your good movie? Because you haven't answered. Good movie and TV show.
So I answered for movie. But I don't have a TV show yet.
I'm gonna say right now because I've seen it right here. I think it's a good one. But I think it plays both because there is remakes that are meant to be reboots to start a whole franchise, right? Mm-hmm. And Dune's a really good remake of a movie.
Yeah,
a reboot. No, it's a reboot because it's not remaking the first one, but since they're based on the same thing, kind of is a remake. Yeah. But that one great because like
that is a good movie. I haven't watched the original, but that one is a good movie.
The original one, my dad likes it a lot. And it's like a cult hit. Mm-hmm. A lot of people like enjoy it, but definitely different from like the new one, right? The new one's freaking. It's like it has like this. It's like an epic. It's like one of the few new movies where like it feels like it's bigger than what it should be, right? Like it feels like you're going to a movie theater. Like it's an experience. Like this is gonna be a huge thing. And Dune. That's what Dune is. And they're coming out with the TV show. It just came out, I think, actually. The prequel show.
I think it is out already.
Yeah. So they're expanding on this whole universe. So they have all this universe. I think that is a good remake / reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Because it did what the other ones couldn't. Because there's a TV show actually in the early 2000s of Dune.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
the TV show. I think Professor.
I thought there was only a movie.
James McAvoy is the lead. Is Paul Atreides.
That's a TV show. It's not a movie.
No, it's a short. It was a short. It was a limited series on Sci-Fi.
Because it was on Paul Atreides' son, right? Or it's on.
No, it's on. Oh no, James McAvoy's Paul Atreides' son.
Yeah.
But no, Paul Atreides is the main character in that one.
Okay.
His son comes out later on.
Yeah, because that's when it starts showing how his son becomes what he becomes in the later on. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your TV show then?
I
Did you end up choosing
honestly
one?
don't know. Cause
Skip the question?
Because I'm looking at some of these, and it's like, okay. I guess we can consider Cobra Kai.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So Cobra Kai, that's fine. You can be the same.
No, I don't want to be the same.
Damn.
Isn't there anime? Isn't there anime that they remade? There's an anime
you know
they
what?
remade.
I got you.
There's
I
a
got
lot
you.
of animes.
I got you.
No, but
Ben
there's an anime
10,
that
they remade the
specifically-
Ben 10
The
one.
Flash.
Really?
The Flash
I'm
is a
gonna say the
reboot?
Flash.
Well, Flash is a reboot.
Oh, well,
But-
if you talk about it as a whole.
specifically,
Yeah.
specifically season 1 through season 3.
Three.
Yeah.
They always
3.
fell off at
Yeah.
season 3. All the CW
Which is pretty
shows.
much what the Cobra Kai is too. I think it was season 3.
It's hard, bro.
Cobra
It's just
Kai?
hard to pass
Yeah.
season 3. There's not a lot. I feel there's not a lot of shows though that are like.
There's not a lot. I feel like there's a lot of shows that go off the same story and try to make their own like spin-off show,
because
but it's not the same thing.
you
Anime
know what?
series, I think there's a lot.
there's not. I don't think there's a lot of good remakes of shows because they
Yeah.
try to remake Twilight Zone, but like it ended up not being as good as the original series, right? But like how you gonna top that, right? Excuse me. I
Yeah.
think I-
You know,
I broke around.
I'm seeing here though, which actually we have something about nostalgia. I see on the paper,
Yeah, that's
and Samurai Jack
Oh, Samurai Jack.
that
that's
has
right.
a reboot.
is season 5.
Oh,
Season 5
Season
reboot.
5. No, season 5 they just released it so it could finish. They could finish it.
Yeah, but it was rebooted though, so they could finish it. Technicalities.
there's
Yeah.
like because it's not technically a restart. I guess yeah. So,
So,
then okay, the
I
bad.
think it's
though.
correct.
Whatever, bro.
Wait, do you know? Wait, I don't know where we're at in this, but you know, I feel like there's a lot more flops than there are more.
Yeah. So then we can transition to that.
Yeah.
The bad then, right? So we talked about the good, the bad. What do you think is your reboot, bad or good? So like what you said, your flops, right? Or unnecessary ones. Like it was better off they just didn't make it.
I see here we have Girl Meets World,
No,
and
It wasn't that good though, but it depends.
because I feel like that one was in the middle ground. We
It-
talked about this
it's-
yesterday and I
it's-
got
it's-
mad. But
I didn't get mad.
yeah, you were all like, "Oh, bro,
I did
can't
not
believe
get
it."
mad. No, I did not.
I think definitely
It's not a flop. I'll definitely say it's an unnecessary one though.
Well,
But I feel like that could have been good, and kind of like what we wrote
Yeah,
there.
it had the
could-
potential.
Like I feel like there is certain
It had the
because
potential,
I've watched
but it was
a few
unnecessary.
episodes. I don't know.
Unnecessary potential.
What?
wait,
What? Oh.
wait. I think because so Girl Meets World. I think they just try too hard with the lessons.
Yes.
And that's because I think because they're on Disney Channel.
Yes,
That
and that's
is-
what we
yeah.
that's what we wrote. It's that if it would have been like how Boy Meets World was in
ABC
ABC
Family.
Family, and they were on ABC Family, they could have got away with a little,
A little more.
yeah,
Yes.
and it would have been different, right? And I think it could have been good. And I do think there is episodes in it that are like this, how you say the lessons
Yeah.
that do come off as pretty great, but the gist of the whole show,
It's just like
yeah,
that's like
it
every
was,
episode.
yeah.
It wasn't like that at Boy Meets World. Like
No.
it just felt more natural. Like he'd be
Yeah.
just be outside doing something, and then Mr. I forget his name. It starts with an F, doesn't it? Mr. Phoebe.
Mr.
Is it Phoebe?
Doofenshmirtch.
No, what?
I think it's Phoebe.
no, it's
It's
not
not Phoebe?
Phoebe. It's
It's not Phoebe.
oh my goodness.
What's his
Mr.
name?
it's Mr. Doofenshmirtch.
Mr. F. Mr. F. I'm gonna say Mr. F. But like he'd be outside, and then what's
And
his,
then
what's his
yeah,
face?
those are
Corey.
cool. Those are cool.
Corey
scenes.
would come.
Feeny.
Feeny. I was close.
Those are cool
Close.
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were cool scenes.
But it
I
didn't
mean-
feel forced though.
It didn't.
Girl Meets World did have its cool moments. So I
Yeah.
can't lie about that. Like when Sean's gonna be when she wants Sean to be her father,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then he ends up marrying her mother, and then he does end up being her
Yeah.
father.
It brought Sabrina Carpenter
was
in
cool.
our lives.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
did bring
goodness.
Sabrina Carpenter. I mean, I would think that. I mean, yeah, it could have been that. Yeah. Oh no, I mean she came on other stuff, but I mean, I guess that was her big break. I guess, right?
Yeah.
But
so yeah, bad then. So bad movie. What do you say?
oh, bro, Saved by the Bell came out with a reboot.
Bro, have you watched it?
No, don't need to watch it though.
No.
It looks
it's,
bad.
It's,
Yeah.
it's out. No.
Not like it lasted either. I think it already canceled.
I haven't watched
but
it, and yeah, I think that one.
No.
That's one that definitely did not need to happen.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
Me
think
too.
it's one of those shows like it was for its time.
Yes.
It's
yes.
not. It's not.
There was no
now.
need to
Oh,
bring
Saved
it.
by the Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if they would remake Friends, I don't think. They
What was
need
like
to do that.
Bel Air?
No, they shouldn't.
They should-
Bel
they
Air.
should.
Bel Air didn't need
That
a
one,
show.
How I Met Your Mother. Like I mean, which they already did, which failed, obviously, right?
That's a reboot though.
I don't know about
They
The
need to-
Office.
They need to rake
Wait, but How I Met Your
The
Father
Office
was
they're
not
trying to
bad.
do. Oh no, they are making an Office reboot, huh?
The Office.
They're making
The
an
Office.
Office reboot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, no.
Which I think The
Oh,
Office
Fuller
just
House?
made one in Australia.
Fuller
or New
House did not
Zealand,
be a
the
reboot.
show.
That's a remake.
Fuller House. That one didn't need to be a reboot.
No,
That was the Full House.
Oh my god! All those Netflix reboots.
Oh, iCarly. I haven't
I
watched
never
that.
watched it,
I haven't watched
good,
it. I
actually,
haven't.
though.
I mean, it left on a cliffhanger, so it must have been bad. So
Rugrats.
Rugrats,
What?
Rugrats came back.
Yeah, supposedly.
Oh, but look at
Stop.
that rating.
I know,
though.
bro.
How did that
4.2.
base- No, I trust IMDb more.
I feel like when
Yeah.
it's TV
That's a
shows,
4.2.
when it's TV shows, it's a lot worse than it is good. I think because I think when you have the original show, it just really worked because it was for that specific
Yeah.
time. And then we try to reboot it to like fit the time that we have now.
You're kind of watering it down too.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, you're watering it down to try to extend it. Like, there's no need.
Yeah.
If it got a season, cool. You don't need to go make it 2 if it doesn't. it doesn't make sense.
Need it, yeah.
Yeah, but
But yeah, no, I think there's a lot more
Yeah.
bad than good when it comes, at least for shows.
yeah.
I do feel like there's a lot more better reboots and remakes for movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll say like Godzilla -1, phenomenal remake, right? It's also a reboot too.
Yeah.
It works for both. Because it is essentially like the first movie,
Yeah.
right? But also it's spawning all these
It's
new
just,
Toho
it's
universe.
just showing more of the what was it called?
Humans.
Yeah.
This shows more of the humans. Actually, I think I was rooting for the humans in the end, which is like the cool. Actually, I think it's the first time in
The movie that you actually
Godzilla
root
movie. For the
uh,
humans.
The humans, not Godzilla.
But that one was a great one, right?
that was awesome.
I'm trying to think of a recent like reboot that was like horrible, at least in movie wise.
What I'm seeing here is Space Jam and The Mummy. Those are horrible.
Power
I
Rangers.
haven't watched Space Jam. Is it really that bad?
Yeah, it is.
Space Jams is not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
The Mummy though.
Um,
The Mummy.
Mummy,
is tragic.
Ghostbusters.
Sucks.
The Mummy's tragic. Mummy.
Ghostbusters.
The Ghostbusters is really good though. Ghostbusters is good.
No.
Wait.
The
No.
newest one?
The
No.
one with the women, all women cast with Chris
Uh,
Hemsworth.
That one
That's
too.
the one. Yeah, but we're talking about the
The new
newest
one. The new one is cool. I like the new
Afterlife?
ones. I like the new ones.
That
yeah.
one too. Yeah, the Ghostbusters. Oh, that confused me
Oh,
so
wait.
much right now.
It stopped. Oh, sorry.
But I think both are okay. No, okay. So the Ghostbusters with Paul Rudd, the first one, it's okay. It's good. That's why they made another one, but it sucked. So
No, I think it sucked.
the second ones,
the
sequels?
It was decent. The second one was decent.
all right, but isn't there 3?
No, there's 2.
There's only 2. Oh, well, the second one sucks. And I think, in my opinion, right, you could fight me for it if you want to, but that's still gonna be my opinion.
Please don't fight.
And the one with the all women, what's the girl from SNL? Aren't they all from SNL?
They're all from SNL.
Oh,
I think so. Melissa McCarthy. I don't know who Melissa McCarthy is, but I know Melissa McCarthy, Christian Wiig. I forget the other girl's name, but all
that
them,
one.
It wasn't honestly. They all have comedic talent. It wasn't funny though.
Yeah,
It wasn't good.
the jokes just weren't hitting.
And they weren't hitting. So that one was a failed one.
That was
But
definitely
the
a
mummy.
flop.
The Mummy is a terrible one because
Flop.
they had all this like universe, which they're coming out with on the Universal Studios, the park
Oh, really?
for Orlando. Yeah, and they're coming out like have like all these Universal monsters that they're coming
Oh,
out with.
yeah,
The
yeah,
heck,
yeah.
Orlando's
So-
making a bunch of stuff. Huh?
So Mummy, yeah, Mummy was supposed to launch that whole universe again, and then they failed with the Mummy, with the one movie they had,
It's all because they had Tom
and
Cruise.
and they ended it, and I think that's why they transitioned it into like being a park because they didn't want to make that into movie.
I get
Movies.
that.
They're
That's
trying to make money
smart.
somewhere else. I
Yeah.
guess yeah.
That's smart.
So
It plays off.
So I would hope they would come out with stuff. But what's cool though is that there's a Wolfman reboot coming out or remake.
Oh.
There is a Nosferatu's coming out, so vampire.
Yeah.
There's also Frankenstein remake
Yeah,
coming
we
out
talked
with
about that.
Guillermo del Toro. So like it is happening, just not within Universal.
Oh,
Yeah.
none of those are Universal Studios.
No, I think those
Oh,
are all
damn.
based
That's
on
crazy.
their own
Well, I
things.
mean, Nosferatu, however you want to pronounce it. That I don't think that was ever Universal Studios. No,
No,
it's
just
Dracula that's part
Dracula,
of it.
yeah. But Nosferatu's original, like technically
yeah.
Dracula, the original vampire movie.
I mean, I
But,
guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess you want to consider that.
But it was really, it was really like it's a really cool thing that's happening not with other people. Like
Yeah.
I think Frankenstein movie from Guillermo del Toro probably would be better than a Universal.
Yeah,
Frankenstein movie.
and then you also have the. I mean, I guess you want to consider it bad, but the ones that give you a lot of nostalgia, like this Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
That one's definitely. I say, what you call it, like when people start liking them now? Is it cult classics or cult films? I think
Cult
that
film, yeah.
one's definitely a cult film now, because when he came out in Spider-Man, that's when.
I think everybody just loves Andrew Garfield for who he is.
Yeah, I
what
mean,
they like.
it might be.
Well,
I like
yeah,
the first
now.
one, the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. I liked it, but that's also because I had issues back then that made me like it. And the second one, the second one was because I had an appendix surgery
Oh.
and I was stuck in the room.
And you
So
watched
that
it?
was the movie. That was the movie playing on Stars. So it just kept replaying. It was either that one and Beetlejuice.
I guess that's a way for nostalgia to play in.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
Actually, I don't know if that's for like. So like when it
And a
comes to
lot of people consider it
nostalgia,
bad.
when you're talking about that, I'm thinking of like how they came out with the Santa Claus TV show with Tim Allen.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What?
The TV show with Santa Claus with Tim Allen as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
horrible.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's probably why I don't know it.
But like I feel like that's a nostalgia act though. Because
Yeah.
they're trying to get all these people who watched it when they were younger to watch that show.
Yeah, but they're not
That's
watching it.
that's more based on nostalgia. Where like Amazing Spider-Man just a reboot because it's Spider-Man. Whereas that is a nostalgia hit, right? Or like that's another good one I just thought of right now. But with those, like Cobra Kai is kind of playing into that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like okay, we got all these people
Yeah.
now. Let's use that
But
nostalgia. hit.
now there's like assassins and everything in Cobra Kai now. So
Are you being serious, man? I gotta watch.
no,
that
I'm
show.
just messing around.
Oh.
It's a joke.
He's definitely.
It's just that it's going that way.
No, it's
Watch.
over after the
It-
season.
Watch.
Yeah.
It's
There's
over
gonna
after
be an
the season.
assassin.
No.
I'm telling y'all, there's gonna be an assassin by the end of the season.
Okay, talk about
Watch.
nostalgia. Do you think that companies are kind of using this as like a revenue of trying to keep them in line with what that character was? Or do you think it's more just because they know if they bring that character in, it's going to be a money grab? You know what I mean?
It's all a money grab. From what I learned, especially being in like in film school and everything like that, like anything you're doing, you're trying to get money.
Yeah.
You have to sell your.
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
to
but
sell
we're
what
not
you're doing.
talking like try to get like okay, people are doing this for a passion, right? You know how there's passion projects.
Yeah.
All right, when there's a passion project made, do you think that those people are really doing it for that, or they're like, oh, I need to add this character because if not, this film or this show is not going to do great. So,
So,
for example,
I think there definitely is times where they think like, oh, we need to add this character so we could bring money.
Mhm.
So he attracts the attention, and sometimes the main character doesn't, but
yeah, that
it'll be
person,
the
the
side,
side
character that
character.
attracts the attention. Thus, everyone goes and watch it for him.
Got you.
If you
Yeah, I
me.
get what you're saying. That makes
So,
sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a movie. There's a movie that came out, and they did that, where they added as a character so it could bring them money, so that people could go watch it. I'm trying to think of it. 'Cause, I mean, you could count Eternals.
Alien Romulus.
Okay.
People
Alien
remember
Romulus
the
brought
post
back-
credit scene, Blade.
Yeah,
Alien
yeah.
Everyone went, but it was
Alien
course.
Romulus brought back one of the original actors with CGI.
But that makes sense though. I mean, because they didn't announce it though beforehand
Oh.
that she was coming out. I mean, you could think of it because it's supposed to be in between Alien 1 and 2, right? I mean, Alien 1,
1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess right there.
Yeah.
And then what was the one I mentioned?
Internals.
Internals. And then also you could count Space Jam if you want.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, I guess.
All those Looney Tunes
Yeah.
characters.
Oh,
Which I think that helped.
And you also got all the other characters that they added in too.
Which one?
A part of Warner Bros. They added like a bunch of animation characters.
Oh
into
yeah.
Space
Into
Jam?
the thing.
Into
Yeah.
Space Jam.
More than just the Looney
Yeah.
Tunes.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of popular characters and everything. So I mean, that you could count that too. That bringing them money.
So then, if you're bringing back like OGs, right, from
Yeah.
other shows or other movies into them,
Like Cobra Kai.
like Cobra Kai, do you think like when they have a good send off, like do you think bringing them back is ruining their like their picture or even in,
like the Matrix.
yeah, like the Matrix,
Matrix
Fast
did
and
not need a
Furious. Fast and
reboot,
Furious
no.
had Han come back towards the end, like he didn't die in Tokyo
I
Drift.
kind of like that though.
So, but that's why. So like stuff like that. Do you
Yeah.
think it help build the characters or the movies foreshadow, or was it more just like, man,
Well,
you
I
should just left
mean-
them
Well,
with
Han
that
coming
Did Han
back.
coming back
Han
help?
coming back did help him.
It did.
help him a lot. Yeah, I know.
I think it helped at the beginning. Later on in the series,
it
it's
just
kind of
didn't
like
matter
why.
no more.
But they made another movie with him, right?
Yes.
Well, later on in the series, it all becomes why.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, they
becomes
go,
why.
You're not
they go
wrong.
into space.
You're not wrong.
They
You're not
announced him
wrong.
coming back when they go into space in that movie.
Yes, he walks back in. Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Well, that whole franchise is just
It's just something else.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that's funny. Give it 5 years, it's gonna be rebooted. You know. No,
Which
I'm
one?
funny. Fast and the Furious.
No,
Oh.
you're bad.
There's gonna be 3
Hopefully
movies
not.
now. Did you hear?
Of what?
3 final movies now.
3?
Oh, they're gonna put it in 3 parts. I didn't know that. They're really just trying to make that.
They're really
Yeah.
stretching it out, dude.
I mean, I
Um,
guess it brings you money. You keep doing it.
Okay,
Obviously.
so then here I have a question for y'all. Then talking about nostalgia, talking about bringing characters back. Should they really make an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man on his own, or do you think the
that's
way
a
they
good
send it
one.
off in this Spider-Man, in this last Spider-Man that just happened, do you think that was like a good like chapter for those 2 Spider-Mans, for Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield? Like, yo, that was good tribute. Like, let's just leave it as that, or do you think they should make another film for him?
So I think because I heard rumors that they're gonna come out Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So I would be awesome if Tobey Maguire Spider-Man ends up dying in that one. I think it'd be a really cool
Damn.
moment.
I don't know if it'd be cool if someone dying, but I mean, I guess.
No, I just mean like in a heroic sense, you know, like it just makes sense in that like a writer's
Mm-hmm.
perspective. But
I don't know. A lot of people will like that though.
I don't know. I don't think anything bad about it. But like because with all the Spider-Mans, I feel like Tobey Maguire has lived out his whole story as Spider-Man, right? At least he got to live it out.
Yeah.
Even though the last movie's like up in the air, like who likes her, doesn't like you, right? But Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield didn't though. Like it
And,
just.
I mean, there were supposed to come out the third one.
But the
but
second one was so
Yeah.
bad.
that they
didn't.
didn't.
But like I think he deserves like a
Yeah.
proper
Send off.
you
So you
know?
think Andrew Garfield does deserve one?
Yeah, he does deserve
Okay.
one. I think.
All right, I'll give it to you. But yeah, that's kind of like
I don't know if it's
kinda crazy.
needed,
Yeah.
but I think he does deserve
He
one.
does.
Because I feel like so with the Spider-Man that just came out, that he saved MJ.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of like, all right, cool, you did that. Plus, he was able to give advice to Peter.
Peter?
Yeah, well, they're both Peter, but
Both
yeah,
Peter.
no, but was able to give advice
To
to
Tom
him.
Holland.
Yeah, to Tom Holland. And like I feel like that gave like his tribute. I am scared if they would make one because it's
And
like,
it
bro,
just
like,
sucks.
oh yeah, because it's
I
like,
mean-
bro, you could have just gave him his send off, call it a day.
From what I've heard and from what I've seen is that Marvel has been picking up their game lately.
Oh, backup.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause they've been
after
low-key
their
trash.
little slump. Like I heard what's the one that they came out with? Scarlet Witch.
Agatha.
Agatha. I heard Down was good.
It was actually a pretty good series.
And
It was.
Deadpool and Wolverine was
That was
awesome.
yeah, but I feel like
to me,
that was just you're bringing that in to try to get
That was nostalgia hit.
yeah.
Bro.
That was
nostalgia
nostalgia.
hit.
That
That's the one to
movie
make
for
money.
sure. Deadpool and Wolverine. All nostalgia.
It was-
All nostalgia.
Everything,
Everything.
about it.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Nostalgia.
There's no
It
way.
is. You're right, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I mean, we're also afraid though that was probably gonna suck though because the way Disney is and
Yeah,
the way
but-
Deadpool is.
Okay, but for
You wouldn't
example,
think a lot of
the
these jokes are
nostalgia
gonna be
there,
loud.
like I think one of the biggest ones was when what's his name, Evan,
Chris Evans.
Chris
Chris Evans came out. And everyone's like, oh,
Spoiler.
this oh yeah, sorry, spoiler alert. This is how they bring back Captain America, and then he's freaking Johnny from Fantastic Four. Like,
That was
bruh,
sick. That was
like,
sick.
dude. But nostalgia again. You see the face, and you're like, oh, cool, and it's not what you think it is.
It was awesome.
But okay,
And
with
then,
that, so
yeah.
we go into, you just brought up Netflix a little earlier, right? How much of these platforms are here, and they're just doing these reboots, right? What do you think it is, or why do you think it is that they're just doing all these reboots for? And is it worth it at the end of the day?
It's really just easy money.
Mm-hmm.
Because you already have when it comes to that stuff, you already have a built-in audience, which is why so many people make movies based off of books, because obviously there's people who enjoy those books, so there's a market for that already. So all the people who enjoy those books are gonna go watch the movie, right? You have that built-in audience, which is why the 50 Shades of Grey movies did so well. Even though they're not like great movies,
Yeah,
they did
They're
so
pretty
well
great.
in theaters. Stop. They did so well in theaters because enjoys the books, right?
I think you might enjoy it for other reasons too, but I mean,
But like those movies are the reason where they are because of that thing. So like when you have like these old properties, we're like, oh, a lot of people like these movies. A lot of people are like showing like a lot of interest in these stuff. You throw out a movie for them, right? Because like it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna make some easy money. Because if 1 million people like this, then there's gonna be probably 1 million people going to the movie theater to go watch this. So you're making hella money from that. So like Halloween, right? Halloween's like one of the most like it gets rebooted all the time. And there's new one, right? It
it sucked.
it did, but like it's funny that when you look at it for that movie to get like a proper reboot is like it's such a like hilarious like thing. Like I think they just started from scratch, but
Just make a whole new story.
yeah, just make a whole new storyline. But so I don't know why they did that, but I think it's bound to happen where that's going to be a thing. 'Cause I think they're making a show with Halloween, but I'm not too sure about that. I know they're making a show. They're making a show of Jason, Friday the 13th. I know they're doing that. But it's just like it's funny that they have these characters and they haven't rebooted these characters yet. But like they reboot like things like the Netflix reboots are always like, I don't think there's ever like a good Netflix reboot. I think Cobra Kai, people just happen to enjoy it, right?
Well,
it's a really good
Cobra Kai
comfort
is
show.
not a Netflix reboot.
Oh, it's not. It's a YouTube.
It was a YouTube.
Is it really?
YouTube Red.
YouTube
when
Red.
it was
Which
out
honestly,
there.
I think that's why it was better the first 2 seasons. Because YouTube Red had some really good, good shows.
I did not know that.
Has some really good shows. There's a show called
First 2 seasons came out on YouTube Red, and then it canceled because YouTube Red doesn't exist no more.
Yeah.
So Netflix bought it, and then
They made it what it is now.
They brought out the show during
That's
COVID.
crazy.
Which is why the first 2 seasons I think are really
yeah,
good.
you can see the transition.
Yeah, I think you really can.
Which is crazy that you can see that, huh? Even like when they switch like directors or stuff,
Yeah.
like you can tell the difference. I feel like one of the biggest ones was why am I blanking on the name? I'm not gonna be able to remember. But there was one that like you can tell the difference within Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That like in the series, like obviously the Harry Potter series within itself is great.
Yeah.
But like you can tell like from the first couple movies to the last ones, the darkness change, which we talked about it before, and like how that happens.
And I think it was
like,
really
that's
good.
the crazy thing.
I think it was really good for that series specifically.
Yeah, because
you
it
see-
plays
And-
the transition plays well.
You mentioned Harry Potter, bro, but Harry Potter is also gonna have a reboot too.
Yes, bro. So like incoming, bro.
In that TV show,
Right. So the
I don't know
future,
about
the
it,
future
bro.
reboots, bro. Right. Future reboots, because he brought it up. Right. Where does it go from here? Right. Where
Wasting my money.
does all this lead? Right. We have movies coming out. And we're already to the end of this year, so we're moving into the next year. Right. Movies, TV shows, anything you're looking forward to, stuff we're worried about. So yeah, he did say that. Harry Potter being one of them. Mean Girls, the musical, Percy Jackson, Stitch, live action, Superman, all these shows that you got incoming.
So
What are we worried about?
Percy Jackson is awesome. I love Percy Jackson.
I haven't seen the show, but I watched some of it.
Show's really good. That show's really good, actually. I think they really could capture the essence of that whole series. I want to be excited for Superman, but I'm definitely worried about that. But I feel like I mentioned that already.
Yeah.
You did. You had a whole yap session.
And what else? But which one did you mention right now? That was
So there's
Harry Potter, How
Harry
to Train
Potter.
Your
Harry Potter.
Dragon.
Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah,
How to Train Your Dragon.
Dragon.
I hope that one's good, dude.
Though- I hope How to
bro.
Train- I
One
mean,
Tree Hill's getting a reboot, which I
Yeah.
know you guys watched a couple of those episodes
Yeah.
with me. I don't know if they should reboot that one. That
One
one I'm
Tree
worried
Hill.
about. One Tree Hill's the one that we watched here that you talked about.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one where the mom sleeps with the clown.
Yes,
yes.
From what I heard, that's crazy.
She does though.
You're not lying.
I'm not lying.
From what I heard,
one of
from what I
the
heard,
She does them at the boy's birthday party.
she doesn't.
Okay, bro.
Yeah,
You don't have to go.
they come out the
You don't have to go there.
bathroom
Oh,
party.
Moana Live.
I'm not.
That's another
so
one.
unnecessary. You seen Rock in the
yeah, in the muscle suit.
He looks
Bro,
like
yes.
when he was in Scorpion.
Oh my god, yeah, he
is it called
does. Scorpion King.
Yeah.
So,
That's
but
terrible.
So lame.
yeah, no. So yeah, the trends of these reboots are kind of crazy, because it does seem like the closer we go into it, you don't hear about like the original movies like coming out, like nothing really original. It's something based off of something that was already made.
I think honestly, at least from Disney's point of view too, I think it's just greed, just getting that money.
Yeah.
Because like there's it was so unnecessary for any of the live action remakes
Yes.
to get anything.
Yep.
And it's just like Mufasa doesn't need to happen, and they're making it happen. And then and it's just like why they should not. They're just trying to get money.
Yeah.
And it's like they're specifically like making these like I don't think they're making these to be good movies. They're just making these because like
It's
people are
money.
gonna
Bro.
go watch them.
Yeah, and what also
Yeah.
doesn't help is people create trends of the movie. That's why, like Cobra Kai, for example.
Yeah.
It was so the first 2 seasons were good that people started posting on TikTok and Instagram and everything.
Oh.
So the creators of the show, whoever seen it, was like, oh, maybe we
This
should
is
make another
working.
season. Thus, they do it with stuff like this, like what you were saying earlier, and then they make a trend out of it, and
You're right.
thus,
Right now,
that.
especially in the
like How to Train Your Dragon.
in the creative space, it's all about what's gonna get you viral. So it doesn't have to be a good thing. There's always like
It could be a bad
any
thing.
publicity
It's
is
a
good
horrible
publicity is like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're
It's a
saying,
horrible thing.
right? Well, I guess
Well, it's kind
nowadays
of like what we
it's
say
kinda
about
like,
our TikTok page, that people are always talking about why we shouldn't be podcasting, and
Oh,
we're
yeah.
like, hey, took you long enough to write the video and
Yeah.
watch this a couple of times, so you gave me views, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like so people are chasing after to go viral, right? It
Mhm.
doesn't
Yeah, I'm
like if
chasing
it's
that
bad, but if it's making the rounds, like when Morbius came out,
Oh, yeah.
it was so viral that
Yeah.
like it was so bad people were making jokes, and
Yeah.
Sony released it
They
again.
released it, yeah.
And they lost even more money because nobody wanted to go watch it.
Yeah.
But like they
No,
thought
'cause
there was an
didn't,
audience. They thought there was a built-in audience for that, but there wasn't.
Didn't something else happen though? Didn't another movie before that re-release in theaters,
And it did good.
and then it did good?
I don't remember.
I feel like
Dude, I
re-releases
feel like-
only do good when like for example, Avatar. I feel like before, because it was so long since the last movie, they re-released it so people can watch it and be like, oh yeah, let me rewatch it to when this new movie comes out. Like that made sense. That
Yes.
makes more sense,
Okay,
right?
if you watch
But
the
this
new
whole
movie,
thing, yeah, the new Avatar, yeah, I watched it. It's not terrible.
to wait 10
But
years for
yeah,
that
for
movie
that,
is crazy.
it's kind of crazy. Yeah, like the first time Avatar came out and it took so long for them to make it, it was like, all right, it makes sense, right? You were just learning about all these different things, and like it took time to do this. Now it's like, bro, you have a lot of things that can help you
Dude.
and perform this, and this is what you gave us.
I
So,
really was severely disappointed. It was good, but just felt like okay, you're just kind of like playing off some of the stuff of the first one,
Yeah.
right? And you're reusing a bad guy. Like, come on.
Hey, what makes you money, bro? Keep
What makes you
doing
money?
it.
But like
Yeah.
it just like okay,
I
this
mean,
is very basic
the
storytelling.
Avatar 2 made tons of money, so
It did.
But
they don't care what you're saying right now, bro.
No, they don't.
yeah, because hey, we are talking about them. Good publicity, is publicity, right?
Yeah.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
But like
But-
it's just crazy. Like there's gonna be like a whole. There's supposed to be like 4 other movies of that freaking series, but like it's not gonna come out anytime
More
soon.
other movies?
Yes, dude. Which I think the new one comes out next year.
By the
It's
time-
every 2 years.
Bro, by the time all of them come out, I'm being in a coffin, dude.
Dude, isn't that crazy? Yeah. No, by the time all of them come out, what's his face? The director might be in a coffin, dude. He old already.
Who?
The one that directed Titanic. I forget
Oh.
his name. James Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I mean, when is too soon to have a live action, guys?
Oh, Moana's too
Well.
soon, dude. Moana's
Was
way too
this you or
soon.
Panchito? Or Francisco?
Where?
For that one.
Bro, Moana. Wait, when
Oh,
did
yeah.
Moana come out?
That was
That's
you?
that's Pancho.
Oh,
When
bro.
did
So
Moana come out?
we're gonna give out a shout out to Pancho.
2017.
Yeah, 2017. And then Moana 2 just came out last week.
He in exclamation marks.
Yes.
5. I don't think it's 5. I think it's like 6 or 7 exclamation marks. They literally skip over Tangled.
I don't get why those are getting live action remakes. There's no need.
Tangle, I think Tangle would be a cool
deserves
live
one.
action.
I like Tangled.
Tangle would be a cool live
I
action.
low-key like Tangled.
Yeah, I feel like that would definitely be a cool live action.
It would, but
I
it
was about
just
to
doesn't
say
make. It doesn't make. It
something
doesn't make
else.
any
It doesn't.
sense.
It doesn't make sense. But I mean, but any of these don't make sense.
That's
Ariel,
why.
Lion King, the Cinderellas
Hey,
have floated how
What
many
gives
times?
you money?
Well,
Bro,
Well-
yeah, but you're still not getting.
Well-
you're losing profits when you find out. Like, especially now, where you have
So-
people that you don't have to go watch it in theaters.
so
Well,
it doesn't
actually,
matter.
I think.
So
we-
Cinderella, Snow White, all those like original princesses make sense only because when they made those, they were making those from a
Which
different point of
Panchito
view.
Francisco since we gave him a shout out,
Yeah.
right? He did say that for Snow White. He did say that. What do you say here? He said that the live action looks way better than the animated. The animated movie was boring and it's definitely outdated. Glad it's being modernized, which I do get. I feel like they do when you make remakes.
Yeah.
As long as you're modernizing it and you're making it to fit in today's day and age, it's cool. But there's some movies, for example, Mulan, they modernized it. Bro,
Way
you
too
took
much.
out Mushu. Like, how do you do that, bro?
Is there cricket in there?
The cricket isn't part of the movie, yes.
What the?
Yeah. So it's like, bro, this doesn't make sense. You see, that was one to me that was like, okay, you should have stayed with the original story, and it would have been good. Lion King wasn't bad, right? It was one of my favorite movies growing up, but I feel like it was technically the same thing, but they ruined it by changing all the songs. They didn't keep none of the original music.
They should have. Nah, yeah, no.
And then
I'm
they're about to make another one.
so like.
Yeah.
So I'm just mad about those movies because so like what I said, going back to like Cinderella and all that stuff. When they made those from a very like especially from like a male perspective, obviously, and everything like that. But also, it's very white.
Yeah.
You know. So I think now when they're doing the remakes and stuff, it's cool that they're challenging some of those topics, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, those make sense though because they were from a different time, so it's cool to
Yeah.
remake those. Like maybe they should remake Aladdin. Oh, they did remake Aladdin. Oh my
They
god,
did,
that's
they
right,
did.
they did.
They did.
It was actually
They
good.
did.
live
It
action.
wasn't that bad.
Just
No,
sadly,
it
Will
wasn't
Smith
that
is
bad.
in
That's still, but I feel like
It's
he's the one that
forgettable
ruined
though. I
that
just
one,
forgot
though.
about that existed.
He's the reason why it's not that great.
It's
Why
Will
it didn't
Smith?
do that great. Yeah, because that movie came out as well as the same time that all his issues were happening. So people were
No,
boycotting
Jada
it.
Pinkett Smith that whole time. It wasn't he didn't slap Chris Rock then.
Oh, it was with her.
yeah, it was her.
Yeah. So
because nobody like
it's funny how
nobody,
it just takes one person to ruin
yeah,
everything.
it does. But I guess that wasn't that bad. But it was. Man, I don't know. I feel like all these live actions leave a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
Because like the thing
Yeah.
that they don't have that the animation ones at least had was like personality.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so
Yeah.
funny because animation, like, you get more personality when you're watching a real person.
Yeah.
But like,
I always go for personality too.
that's crazy. But
Bruh.
I feel like the live actions don't have that. But I don't know. They came out Beauty and the Beast, right? Cinderella.
But
That
Beauty
was
and the
good.
Beast wasn't that bad.
Beauty and the Beast wasn't
was
bad.
good.
no.
That was good.
That was good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
good.
And Jungle Book is good too, in my opinion.
Oh, Jungle
Book?
was good.
Jungle Book is good in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah,
if you-
but those
actually, if you
movies are
think about
so
it,
old, though. You gotta remember
Jungle-
those movies
Jungle
are
Book?
old.
So it has
has-
to do with
Fun fact, real quick. Jungle Book has another movie called
it starts with
Mowgli.
an M, yeah.
Mowgli, which
I
is
think
good.
that
Which
one is
actually
better
a
than-
darker version
yeah.
of Jungle Book.
It's
I
that-
mean,
But I think that one's better than
It's the actual story.
the actual than the Jungle Book.
yeah, because it's a
The live
darker
action.
version.
Yeah,
And,
it was good.
does a bear come out in it?
No,
I-
Yeah,
just
Bear
Mowgli,
comes out in
no?
it.
He does come out in it.
Shere Khan, not Shere Khan. Oh, Shere Khan. The bear comes out in it, and the panther comes out in it. I'm forgetting.
That was good,
Balu?
bro.
I don't remember his name.
That one was good.
The
The panther comes out.
and,
in
and
it,
then
though.
Jungle Book has multiple live
the
actions.
snake comes out in it too. No.
all of them come out in it.
Yeah, yeah.
In some way, but they're way more serious. Than,
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Um,
cool. And the villain was pretty crazy.
On that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like he goes back.
He's a poacher, right?
Yeah, no, let's have these people watch it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good one. No, that's a good one though. What's it called? I don't know. What was the question?
Another live action?
So how about this then?
No.
Then we'll switch a little bit. So originality, right? We talked about it a few now, right? Is originality starting to die off? Like, is like the future of like TV shows and movies gonna live off of what these old school older movies are doing? What do you think?
No, I don't think it's died out.
No.
It's harder
because
to
I
find.
mean, you got Yellowstone. That's an awesome TV show.
Uh-huh.
So that's original, no?
It's original.
Yeah, that's original. Yes, Yellowstone would be original.
That's an original.
It's ending
movie.
though. Is
Yeah,
it
it
already?
is. This one after this
It was
season.
good while it lasted.
Uh-huh.
And
What
then-
about okay? But then you lose originality once you start having all these
All these
spin-offs.
spin-offs.
The 4 6
Well, I guess it depends.
Well,
1948.
I mean, bro. I mean,
I guess
it's
it's
like
gonna,
different people's stories, though.
I guess it's gonna all
But
depend.
you're still
And it's in
building off
different
of that,
eras.
But you're still building off of what the
Yeah.
original
Or-
show was. So
I mean,
it's
I
still talking
guess.
about this.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how the show turns out. Like if it's relying so much on the original show,
Mm.
then I guess it's not that original, right?
Yeah, because
But, like,
how's what is it, like 1874?
I haven't watched
like,
it.
how's that gonna relate to 2000?
Well, it does though, because supposedly that builds off of on how
that's how
he
that's how they
became the
got
ranch.
the Dutton Ranch.
That's how they got the ranch.
Maybe some people want to know that. Then, you know?
That's why. But then you're not building off of what you're building off of what the show did. That's what the reboot is.
I say that was something original, bro.
Because I don't know, I don't know if it's not based on a book, right? It's like all him. 'Cause,
I
like,
think it is.
Okay. It's harder to find. It's definitely harder to find. A24 comes out with a lot of original stuff.
Yes,
really
Oh
cool.
yes, bro.
they do.
Um,
they're right now probably one of the top like.
For
Would they be
original
considered
things.
like lower end
Neon does
Indie.
too.
indie film?
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
A24, Neon, and there's another one that I can't remember for the life of me right now. But like I think not Annapurna. But Neon and A24 are like really good.
Yeah,
looking
and
stuff.
$7 too, bro.
No, stop it. That's the Rock's production.
Oh
company.
my goodness, bro.
No.
Oh, bro.
But they, like, I mean, when you like look to them, they have so many original
mean,
stuff.
actually,
like Talk to Me was really cool, right?
Barbie, Oppenheimer.
Midsummer,
Oppenheimer,
Hereditary.
which those are not really original though.
Goodwill Hunting.
Hereditary?
Oh, because you're building off the book.
Barbie's based off of a thing. I guess the story of it's original.
Yeah, yeah.
But Oppenheimer is based off of a book. So like,
But I feel like a book to a movie is not the same as
but it's still not original.
a movie off a movie.
It's still not original.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Fine. If we're fighting his fight, what he
Come
was
on,
fighting
dude.
earlier, then yeah. Then what you're saying is not.
Dude asked this
original
question.
either.
Was like,
Oh, whatever, bro.
Some parts would be original, I think, but like
Yeah.
it's just like you're getting the story from somewhere.
like
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Shining.
That's a book, so that's an original.
Yeah, you see, you don't even know what you're talking about.
But like he did
Jeez, bro.
make it in an original way.
See,
Yeah,
But
bro.
like it's not.
See?
It's still.
He actually did something in the film to throw a punch to Stephen King.
Oh
Actually,
yeah, there's a flipped car in the beginning. That's
Oh,
really? Like they drive it when they go into the mansion,
Uh-huh.
the Overlook Hotel. That family drives that car.
Yeah.
And that car's found on the side of the road.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's a really crazy like little thing, but like yeah, he did that specifically to like diss Stephen King.
Yeah.
Ah,
But,
damn, that's not original.
But it still wouldn't consider that originality though, because like he read that book and probably was like, I want to make all of his movies
I wanna
mostly
make a
are
movie.
they come from books. So like Stanley Kubrick, his the way he does them is original, but the way, but like
Where
the
he gets a story
but
is not.
his story is not really original.
Got you.
The Clockwork Orange is not original.
No, it's a book.
All right, so you've watched TV shows, you've read books, you've done all the good stuff. What's overdue for a reboot? What would you say needs to come
What do
back?
you mean? Oh, what needs to come back?
Yeah, what needs to come back for a reboot?
You know,
bro?
you know what needs like a fresh reboot to reboot the entire franchise.
Don't say Lord of the Rings.
No, Star
Okay.
Wars.
Star Wars.
Star
Well,
Wars.
according to what I heard, is that they're with the movie that's coming out, or the show that came out. I don't know if it's out already, actually, but either the show or the movie that's coming out, this new one, that's supposed to hit like not so much a reset, but it's supposed to give tribute to the films and build off of that.
I don't want tributes.
So, but it's supposed to build off of all that stuff.
Star Wars needs like a million years after, 1,000 years or something after the Skywalker legacy, bro. Because like I'm
What,
tired.
Another Skywalker being related?
No,
1,000 years?
1,000 years after the Skywalker saga, dude. Because I'm tired.
I know. Why Skywalker now? Bro?
I'm
like,
tired
why,
of,
why
like-
can't we have
It's so convoluted
Kendrick?
now. Kendrick, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Kendrick Saga.
That's cool. That'd be cool actually. But
Because
that'd be nice.
I feel like he's not wrong with what he's saying. Because the Star Wars films, the original, what is it, 7, 6?
Yeah, why did they ever
Six.
thought
The
about
original
that?
6, it is the Skywalker saga.
Why did they
Because
ever
it's literally
think
talking about
that?
his life.
No, Ray's is considered Skywalker.
Ah,
saga, too.
no, she's dumb.
Is she
Oh,
she's
man.
related to?
Don't get me. Oh,
No,
I just hit the
she's
mic.
not related to Skywalker.
Don't
She's
get me
related-
started.
she's
Well,
related
no,
to
she technically
Palpatine.
is.
Straight up and tell
No, because
Palpatine.
you and we've talked about this. This is one of the videos that went viral on Shorts.
Stop,
Anakin is
no.
supposedly Palpatine's son.
That's right.
So, and I actually got into a conversation with Jessica about this. I think yesterday or the other day. They're brother and sister.
Brother and sister.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That actually makes sense.
yes.
Whoa.
So, but yes, I think you have a point. That might
Wait,
you
she's
might have the
Palpatine's
hippo.
daughter?
Yeah,
Palpatine's daughter. That's
How?
his seed, bro.
yeah. What? That's what's said.
That's his seed.
Really?
That's his
Yes.
seed.
How though? Wasn't Palpatine like?
Well, you see the way when two people love each other. You
I don't know
know,
if they love.
Or-
I don't know if
well, you know
love
what I
is
mean.
a thing.
you're so mind blown right now. That's crazy. You didn't know this? Did you not watch the movie?
They suck to me, but I really
Oh.
didn't pay attention much.
Okay, so reboots. Then you're saying Star Wars.
Dude, yeah,
Star Wars
no,
franchise
because-
is crazy because that's a lot.
Dude, because it is a lot now. There's like they have everything and I feel like
So
everything
then
that comes
Acolyte
out.
had something that they were doing right then.
But I feel like everything they come out with is never great. It's always like
Lightsabers,
mediocre or good.
Cool. Lightsabers,
You know, it's never
Stormtroopers,
like
call it a day.
it's never like, oh my, you know. But the thing is
Why can't we
though,
have a movie about Stormtrooper?
That what we did, Finn.
well,
He came out in Ray.
No, it's
He
not
had
his
a
own
story.
movie
Oh,
though.
I guess.
no, bro, I want to see freaking lightsaber fights, dude.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want to
that
see
too.
freaking two
Yeah,
Jedis
I wanna-
going
yeah,
at
I
it.
wanna
Just
see
go
those
at
back.
it.
I want to see those back.
Just
Dude.
good. A good.
Dude, I want to see something freaking cool.
Wanna
I'm
see
tired.
those-
I'm tired of this. Like Mandalorian was dope.
Yes.
At least the first two seasons, great, right? Great first seasons. And I was like, oh, we're back. We're so back.
And then
And the third one was like, eh. But it really sucks that where they're at now. Like I feel like it could be so much better.
Bro.
And like, you know,
And
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make it better for
They're
them.
like becoming Avengers. They're like becoming Marvel now, where they're adding so many stuff.
So
to
many
it
stuff.
now.
Like, dude,
It's
just-
getting watered down.
Yeah.
dude, you're trying to expand the universe, but like,
Stop
you don't need to
expanding.
do that. You we know the universe is
Yeah.
huge. Just do a movie and we can find out about it through there.
Reduce.
Yeah.
Stop expanding.
Stop expanding, dude. Like,
So-
I don't know why do you keep expanding?
So Panchito had two on here that, well, I think all the ones Panchito put were actually kind of good. But Good Luck Charlie, I feel like that one can be. Do you guys remember Good Luck Charlie?
Yes. yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So Good Luck Charlie, like how he said though, it has to be like an adult version, right? Of them like older and like more mature storylines. I think that one does have a good way of doing it. I think it has the possibility, but I feel like what would happen would be what would happen with Girl Meets World. It would be
Yeah.
too watered down. So I don't think
Okay, Disney can't do it.
no Disney can't do it,
I
but
don't-
it's owned by Disney, so I don't think it
I
would be
don't
possible.
have
But now that they have
interest
Hulu,
That's
it
true.
can be a Hulu film,
I
a
don't-
Hulu series.
Good Luck Charlie I never really enjoyed Good Luck Charlie.
That one just because of his podcast.
But he
But
has
Ned's Disclassified Adult
Dude.
Survival Guide. That would be a good one.
that's like one we
But
need now.
I don't know
Oh,
if it
that's
can be
actually
through
really good one.
Nickelodeon, which it might be able to
Well,
actually.
I mean, actually, because
Yeah, 'cause iCarly.
Paramount Network.
yeah.
Paramount Network owns Nickelodeon.
So then
So-
iCarly.
Yeah.
I think
I
that
don't
one.
I mean,
don't want
that's-
iCarly, bro.
Ned's a
We already
classified.
got that.
Ned's Declassified, but
I do think that
adult
one-
Survival.
Adulthood
That would be
Survival
awesome
The
Guide.
only thing though now they're kind of ruining it for themselves.
because they're
But,
on
like,
a podcast.
Yeah, because they do
Yeah.
that, but like they're getting weird about stuff. But like, I think they do.
Yeah.
I would like to watch that. Like, I would
that would
Yeah.
be that would be cool.
It'd be
That'd be sick,
enjoyable.
yeah.
Which I heard or not heard. I did see an episode that they were on that they did talk about that they pitched it to Nickelodeon and they
Yeah.
talked about it
And what they say?
and they
They said
pretty much
no.
denied them.
They
but
say you're
yeah.
old as hell. You're
Oh
pushing 50.
jeez, bro, that's mean.
Oh.
Grease and Outsiders. I don't know. I feel like those are original films and you shouldn't mess with them.
Grease.
Yeah, I feel
No,
like
Grease
you
needs a
just-
remake.
Oh no, I
Really?
don't know.
Grease needs a remake. No, because they could do so much. They could do so much more. God, I mean the way films are now and everything, they could do so much more bigger than what it
Bro,
was.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like bigger
Outsiders,
sets and stuff.
Outsiders, I get it.
Outsiders, yeah. Only because when it came out, it was made with such a ragtag group of
Yes.
actors,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like they weren't really all well known, which I think is what I love about the
Yeah.
film too. But it's also like it's a very
The story in Outsiders is really good.
yeah.
Like if you haven't read the book, which if you are in a public school system here in LA, you definitely have.
There's a
I-
musical.
But
haven't.
or even private school
I
actually, they
haven't
read
read
it.
the
They
book
read it
nor
at
watched
my
the
school.
movie.
They might
so-
make it a musical.
That would
Outsiders?
The Outsiders?
It's a Broadway musical.
Oh,
It's one of the newer ones
I didn't know that. And then the
Ah,
other one and
why?
final one that I do
because
believe
it's really good.
that I do believe that Panchito has on here, and I totally agree with it. X-Men. They need to just
Well, isn't that what Marvel's
Control Alt
kinda
Delete,
leaning
bro.
to now?
Control Alt Delete, and yeah, with the mutants, kind of, but they're not. I feel like you can play some of those characters to have such good storylines.
You know,
But
this is another thing going back because like since X-Men, have you guys watched the X-Men '97 show?
yeah,
Do you think that was needed?
no, it
I don't
wasn't.
think it
have
was.
It
it.
wasn't.
It just seems like a nice to have, right?
Yeah.
It just feel like when I'm watching it, like it's like I don't know if it's
no,
needed.
That
but, like,
was not.
no,
It
right?
was cool to watch.
It's
though.
cool to watch though,
It's not,
but
it's not a bad show.
but yes,
It's awesome.
X-Men. X-Men needs like a proper.
Yeah,
a
which
proper
I mean,
movie,
this
man.
is probably the hottest of hot takes right here. But X-Men is a better team than the Avengers.
And you know,
And
yes,
have
though.
way more interesting
but-
storylines.
But that's because they have more.
I guess he's not
What
wrong
is
there.
based
He's not.
off of? What is based off of? They mean more. They have more significant meaning than
Yeah,
Avengers. Because Avengers is just like all these popular characters coming together.
Yeah.
Whereas like X-Men's all these like these
what's the
outsiders,
word? Yeah.
these these
Yeah.
outcasts coming together
Yeah,
and
yeah,
forming
yeah.
a group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously like with the fact like how Xavier is based off of Martin Luther King Jr. and Magneto based off of Malcolm X and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're just more like how like it's about like LGBTQ community,
There's
minorities.
more of a background.
There is more like people that could relate to it more. I think they have a more important
Yeah.
background
Yeah.
than Avengers do.
Yep.
But yeah, they need.
I
more
agree.
of that.
No, I definitely agree. X-Men needs the reboot. So with that being said, I think we're kind of getting close to the end of all this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely. If you stay to the end right here, put down in the comments what reboot or what remake should happen, and put it in the pot in the down below, and maybe we'll.
I want to put 3 things down: a reboot or remake that should happen, a reboot remake that you thought was good, a reboot remake that you thought was bad. And if
That's
that's too
good.
much, if that's too much for you, then just answer one of those.
Yeah.
And what were you gonna say after that?
That's what I was
that's
gonna
it?
tell you. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, what it says here is any final hot takes. I mean,
So are reboots here to stay,
is it time for Hollywood to move on?
bro? I think there is some that they have to move on
Remake the whole Star Wars
from.
universe.
No, bro. I can
Remake
see
the
it
Star Wars
because
universe.
especially with the CGI and everything that is like nowadays, like the technology that there is nowadays, bro, it
Wait,
would
you
look
said what?
so awesome.
Remake the whole Star
Star
Wars
Wars
universe.
universe.
I feel like they
Guys,
put themselves in such a corner. Yeah.
No, there's a movie I'm thinking of with the bugs. We talked about the yesterday.
Oh, Starship Troopers.
Starship
Troopers,
They
bro.
need a
They
reboot.
should remake-
They need a
reboot
remake.
that.
They need a
Remake
remake.
that,
That would be
They need to remake
crazy.
Starship Troopers.
They
bro.
need to remake that.
They gotta
bro.
remake that. A24. No,
that
I'm
would
playing
be
that.
that would be a good
Oh,
company.
A24,
Bro.
trippy,
I feel like it'd be
bro.
such psychological.
Hey, we have
Dude.
someone that can help you write it.
Dude.
Maybe someone that can help you direct it and star in it. So let us know.
Yeah.
A24,
I
hit us
know,
up.
I actually know
Starship
someone.
Troopers.
Hit up the Hate Me Love Me podcast.
I actually know 2
Gmail.
people that can help write and act in it.
Yeah,
Starship
so let us
Troopers,
know.
man.
We're not asking for much, just a shout out.
Yes.
Maybe
A
Hate Me
show
Love-
would be good too, though, for that. HBO,
Oh,
dude, a show would be sick.
HBO
a
does
show
it.
would be a show would be dope. But I feel like again, I think there's ways
Starship
to water it
Troopers.
down. How do you make it
Starship
past one
Troopers.
season?
Starship Troopers.
But yeah, okay.
Aside from that, though,
Digressing.
Yeah.
let's end this.
I forgot about that.
I already said the riddle of the day. I don't think I gotta repeat it because I mean, if you watched, from the
Yeah.
beginning.
If you watched, you watched.
Unless you skipped the whole video, which
That's
sucks.
crazy.
But I mean, I guess you stayed to the end. Taking
Technicalities.
But either way, thank you everyone for watching this. Today, tonight, whenever. Hope you all having a wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, wonderful evening, and wonderful night. And hope y'all stay safe out there. And like, enjoy life, dude. And, any other last words from you guys?
Nah, bro, we good.
All right. Well, I think that's all for today, or tonight, or morning, or however. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Bye.
Bye.
Not really, Jessica.
You laughing at that out of all of
I
us?
know.